Hey everybody, it's LaRonda and I'm back with another video, and today I'm talking about potential. Now, I've personally been through a lot of relationships where I've dated men who had potential, and it was like, oh, he will be a great partner once he finishes school, or he'll be a great partner once he gets a good job, or he has the potential to be a great partner once, this thing or that thing happens. And it always puts me in a position, or it has in the past, it has always put me in a position of waiting and waiting for something to change, or for a person to, recognize their true potential before the partnership could really be established, or putting me in the position as well, as wanting to change the person that I was with, to become something else before I knew I could be happy with them, which is a horrible way to start or be in any type of relationship. And that is why I have decided that I am no longer going to be dating men with potential. And it's not that there's anything wrong with those men as they are. There's someone out there that will accept a man in those positions because maybe that woman is okay with that, or that's what she needs at the time. But I'm sort of at the place in my life where I need a man that is established, that he is very much already, who he is going to be, and what he needs to be in order to carry on a family and a relationship, that he's always constantly in a state of progress. But I'm not waiting for him to finish school or start a job or get a divorce or, be emotionally available. I'm looking for a man that is already the things that I need today, instead of waiting for what he could be tomorrow. Because a lot of times you'll end up waiting and waiting forever for somebody to be what you need them to be later. And if they don't want to be that, then they're not going to become that, and then you're just sitting around waiting for something that's never going to happen. So I have decided, and I didn't just decide this recently. This has been something that's been sort of a couple of years in the making, that I am going to date people who are what I need them to be today. Not tomorrow, not like, 5 years from now he'll be amazing, or we'll have a great relationship once he works out, his emotional availability and all that kind of stuff. Like, is he emotionally available today? Does he have a good job today? Does he have financial sort of freedom or independence, or, is he working towards that today? And so I think that's very important. I know, especially as Black women, a lot of times in our community, we get a lot of flack sometimes for wanting to date a man who makes a certain amount of money, or a man who, has a certain education level and all this kind of stuff. Like, there's sometimes an expectation that we should date who we can get, and help to build a man up from where he is today and all that kind of stuff. But like, I just don't believe in that anymore. And of course, that's how I grew up, and that's who I ended up marrying in my first marriage. It was someone who was on a completely different plane as I was. Like, we were on two separate pages, and I went into the marriage thinking like, okay, well, once I get him, once he comes to the United States, and, we've been together for a while, we can, he can get established here in this country and start making, we can start making a family together, and making, building up together. But that didn't really end up being the case. I ended up getting him to the United States, but he was still the same person that he was in his country, just in a different country. So this whole thought of, once he comes to the United States and starts adapting to the culture here, and kind of slows down from all his desire to like be out in the street all the time and running around and going here and there, he'll be more settled once he gets to the States. And that never happened. As a matter of fact, for him, I think it felt like a stifling place, because when you're kind of used to being in a place where you're out and about and it's normal to be out and seeing your friends every day and going to people's houses and sitting around and having dinner and, you know, having people just pop into your home every day at any given time, to coming to the States where it's not that way, it was a different culture for him. And I think it was very different and difficult to adapt to. And so as time went on, our relationship kind of ended up falling apart, because the hope that I had of things changing or getting better, or him being more of what I felt like I needed once he got to the States, just never happened. It just didn't work out that way. And so it was unfair for him, for me to put that kind of expectation on him, that he was going to be this thing, or this person that I wanted him to be once he got to the States, or unfair for him to think that I was going to be someone like maybe the women of his country, where he could just kind of tell them what to do and they would just do it or whatever. Like, neither one of us came from the same culture. And so anyway, this expectation or hope that I had for him to be something different just wasn't, you know, it wasn't right. It wasn't fair for me to think that. And so from now on, I'm just like, no, I'm going to date who has what I need from them today. And that's it. And that's what I think we should all do as women. Date who we want, you know, the type of men that we want, who has the type of ability to take care of a family and all of that stuff as it is today. And if he doesn't have what I need from him today, then, you know, I should be comfortable enough to let him go, understanding that it's not about him, that it's about me and what I need and my needs and wants, because that's the only person that I really need to satisfy at this time in my life. Is what do I need and want, taking stock of that and making sure that the people that I choose to have in my life are people that are offering me the things that I need and want, and that our needs and wants together are compatible. So like, not just me what I need, but also, does the person's needs, the other person's needs, do I have what it takes today to fulfill his needs? And so like, getting to that point and being willing to let everything else go that doesn't, you know, cater or serve those needs. Anyway, that's all I kind of wanted to drop in and say. You know, thank you for watching. I really appreciate everybody that watches this channel. Thank you for all the new subscribers that I've gotten. I really appreciate you watching these videos, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Happy dating, everybody. Bye-bye.